STRO. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Right there.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Kill. Turn 59. Watch the ship, General West. Watch the ship.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way they made the play. Came across and knocked it away.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. A carry now for McKissick. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play clock down at 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd and 7, Stafford Caught by Jones. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's McKissick. But he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game.
Ready, ready. Time to end it. All right, D, let's go. All right, D.
Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie second-rounder from Penn State. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on first down. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's make these babies proud.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Set. Go to base. We go.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Pass the 20.
Come on with the ankle tackle, man.
Away inside the 15 before they drop it. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Had the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Watch the screen.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. To throw is RG3. And he whips that one incomplete there. Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On 2nd down, Johnson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 46. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Complete to Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 32 on the play. On first down, Stafford here. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. On 3rd down, Johnson. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Ball a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the... only one happy about the three-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Here we go.
Play action. It's Griffin. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
35's the match.
Out of the gun, Griffin. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Back deep, Danny Amendola. And taken right on the 30. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll run with McKissick. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford, he finds his man Johnson. And he gets it down to the 32. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. It's caught, Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Stafford gives to Johnson on the draw. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They're going draw play. Stafford to Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions have taken the lead. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Buddy, he likes to potty.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. It's a second down run with Sanders, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Griffin. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here comes Amendola. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Let's go. Whip. Zero. Watch the whip.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe for the run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, come on. Give me radar.
The final shot before the break, Stafford. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, I hear you.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Up on you, push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the shotgun, Griffin. And this one's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Griffin. This is caught by Jackson. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
I'm trying to collect. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders.
Are you sick?
After a gain of 5,
Man,
they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. RG3. His second touchdown on the season. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
All right. Make me take him out the game. You make me take him out the game.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now it's Stafford. Jones has it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Room here to run. Touchdown, Detroit. J.D. McKissick, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker.
You can't tear that off. That's part of
and this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
It's part of your shirt. What's wrong with you?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Boy, G3, man. Make me take him out the game.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Oh, no.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Sproles, the return.
Oh, run. Run, boy.
Darren Sproles. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Such an impressive punt return, 83 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs. Punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Stafford. And the pressure gets to him again. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
That's a pick, man.
3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. They run. It's Williams. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st down, it's Sanders.
Oh, there it is.
There he goes right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott now to add the extra point.
Hey, Demetrius, Chris, say you streaming?
And the lead is up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
Caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson.
Tackling the backfield.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford, he'll get this one to Galladay. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Jannard Avery able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. They'll go again with McKissick. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Prater's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Echo, echo. You can't block me.
On 2nd and 12, Griffin caught by the tight end Ertz. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Yeah.
They go play action. Griffin. It's brought in by Jeffrey. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Griffin now off the bootleg. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devon Kennard able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. The Eagles on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Griffin to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Move. Everyone, we got 4 down.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Alert 16. Mike 35, Mike 35. I got you, son. I got you, son. 35 is the Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mike 35, Mike 35. Here we go, here we go.
They're going on 4th down. It's Griffin. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught by Jackson. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're not too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 1st down at Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Rodney McLeod.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write it into this one.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Another run here with Sanders. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They go play action with Griffin. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Fourth down. Here's RG3. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker.
Interception, baby. All set. All set.
You ready, boy. I put it in there. Being greedy.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Right here, right here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Philadelphia, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road.